Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Wednesday. Your content should be making you money. Your content should be making you money, and if it's not, that's because you're doing something wrong. But no worries, because I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Amen, amen. Listen, what I'm hoping and manifesting for you is a life where every time you go live, you post your pictures, you post your reels. Anytime you're doing anything on these apps, you should be making money. I said what I said. And if you are not, that's because you're doing something wrong. But again, I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I need you to understand is this. Good morning. You should be making money while you're asleep. I'm going to say that again because some of y'all are a little hard-headed. You should be making money while you're asleep. And if you are not, good morning. You are doing something wrong, okay? What I'm manifesting for you is a life where as soon as you open your eyes, you are already sitting at $500 deposits, okay? Can you say 1K days? Amen, amen. You should be making money while you're asleep. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. But I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I need you to understand is this. You only need one good digital product, just one. And that one digital product that you choose to create and sell will literally be your first class ticket out your 9 to 5. Good morning. It will create that financial freedom you have been praying for, okay? There is something that you know about. There's something that you have skills in and a passion for. And whatever that thing is, will make you money. You guys, when I first started, I lost over 100 pounds. Amen, amen. And I decided to package up my knowledge. See, what I did was I learned how to eat right. I learned how to exercise, okay? And I put that in an ebook. And then I sold that ebook teaching other people how to lose weight too. So you see how I did that? I took my knowledge and my skills and my experiences and I turned it into money, okay? But we have to get out of our head. See, a lot of you guys are doubting yourself. You're living in fear and you're allowing fear to dictate your life. Good morning. There's something that you know about, but you are allowing fear to hold you back. A lot of y'all are so worried about what people are going to think. You're worried about what people are going to say. You're worried about looking stupid. You're worried about looking dumb. You're worried about being judged. Good morning. But the longer you hold on to the fear, the longer you stay stuck right where you are. Okay? Fear on this live stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running. Gotta have a mind of steel. Amen, amen. Now, what I want to know is this. Good morning. Who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I'm talking to you. The key word of this live, you guys, is execution. I'm going to say it 1,000,000 times over today. We have got to execute. We can't keep talking about what we're going to do. We have to actually do it. But the people who are truly sick and tired of being sick and tired, see, those are the people who are actually going to get it done. So if that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning. Let's go. I also want to know this. Who on this live is tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Let's talk about that. If that's you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you are fed up with that lifestyle, thank you, Envisions, and you are ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Listen, believe it or not, a lot of people love paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. You might not think so, but their actions prove it every day. Because you guys gotta understand, they lived paycheck to paycheck their whole life. That's all they know. Their family's paycheck to paycheck. Their friends are paycheck to paycheck. They make excuses. They procrastinate, right? But if you know you're worth more and you want better for your life, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I'm going to teach you. Let's go. Good morning. And last but not least, what I want to know is this. Who on this live has no idea what the hell a digital product is? If you ain't got a clue, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. Let's go. Good morning. If you don't have any idea what a digital product is, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. Listen, it's a judgment-free zone. We all didn't know something at some point in time. I know I ain't always know what one was. If you don't have a clue, go ahead and put me in the chat. I'm going to teach you what it is. I'm going to teach you how to create it, and I'm going to teach you how to sell it. I am your one-stop shop. You guys, we have to execute. I said this already. I'm going to say it again. We have got to execute, folks. Now, Note takers are money makers. You're human. At the end of the day, you're bound to forget something, right? Life be life and stress be stressing. And I guarantee you by 2 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to forget half of what I said. But if you take notes, if you write the shit down, anything that I do say that you happen to forget, you can still refer back to them notes and get it done. You see how that works? So if you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning. If you have your pen and paper in hand, you're ready to take notes, you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash. I'm going to teach you how to make money online and how to build financial freedom. If I say anything on this live that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. My goal for this live is 100K likes. And my goal for this live is 100 shares. We don't have to gatekeep. We don't have to keep secrets. No, share this live to someone that you know who also wants to free themselves from the rat race, okay? The more we interact with these lives, the more we like, comment, and share, the more this live gets pushed to more people. So just like this live found you, let's allow this live to find other people, okay? I see 110 people on TikTok, number one, but only 4 people said they was ready. Make it make sense. Good morning, YouTube. Let's go, let's go. I'm going to repeat myself. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Don't be shy. We can't get started till I know you're ready because we have to execute. We can't keep talking about what we're going to do. We got to actually show up and do it. A lot of you guys have already prayed, you've hoped, you wished, you manifested, but nothing's changing for you. Listen, God helps those who help themselves. How about we touch on that? God helps those who help themselves. You cannot pray your way to financial freedom if you don't show up and show out. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. So you're going to have to put in some work too, okay? You got to meet God halfway, folks. She said, I love that one. Amen, amen. You got to meet God halfway. All right, very good. Y'all ready? The people who truly care, they ready. The people who just here for a good time, you not, and that's fine, which is why you'll continue doing what you're doing, watching. All right, let's talk about it. Good morning. Also, real quick, you guys, make sure y'all follow me. I don't know who they are, but they do steal my videos. They make fake accounts and then they message you. Okay, so please don't get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets because they're coming to get you. They coming. Okay. All right. Now, what the hell is a digital product and how will we make money? Let's talk about it. Good morning. A digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix, think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession, right? It's somewhere out in the cloud, okay? Like I said earlier, there is something that you could be selling right now. You have knowledge in something, you have skills in something, and you have experience in something. On this live, we don't say things like, I can't, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, it's not gonna work, I'm not worthy. All that negative self-doubt talk that we do is keeping you trapped. Moving forward, you will say things like, I can, I will, I am worthy. I am smart, okay? The way we talk to ourselves dictates the things that we do on a day-to-day. When you talk to yourself negatively, you get negative results. When you talk to yourself positively, you get positive results, okay? Now, I started 5 years ago. I lost over 100 pounds. Amen, amen. That's a whole person, okay? I learned a lot on my weight loss journey. I learned how to eat right and I learned how to exercise. And because I learned those things, you know what I did? I took that information and I packaged it into an ebook. And I started selling it to other people who wanted to lose weight too. Okay, so you see what I did? I took my knowledge, my skills, and my experiences, and I turned it into an ebook. So there's something that you could be monetizing today doing the exact same thing. And what I love so much about digital products, you guys, is you only have to make it once, just once, and you will resell it for years. Years. I am still to this day reselling digital products I made 4 and 5 years ago. Let's go. You could even sell an e-course. So maybe you know how to do hair or makeup. You could record yourself teaching people how to do it, just like a class, and you resell those videos over and over and over again, okay? You can even resell workbooks and journals. You guys, I'm gonna teach you this in a few minutes, but there are people on these apps who download workbooks, journals, manifestation guides off of Canva. and they resell them as is for $29.99. $49.99. Let's go. If they can do it, if I can do it, why you can't do it? Because you live in your head. Because you're so worried about being judged, looking stupid. You're so worried about what people are going to say, but that stops today. The fear ends today. No more fear. No, because it's keeping you stuck, trapped, and broke. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys two, not one, but two free apps. And these apps will literally change your entire life if and only if you actually use them, meaning you have to execute. If you're ready for app number one, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. If you are ready for app number one, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm teaching you how to turn this content into cash and how to make money online. The key word of this live is execution. I can talk to you all day. I can motivate and inspire you and really get you moving. But if you don't execute, if you don't put the excuses away, if you don't put one foot in front of the other, I promise you nothing for you will change. You will be right where you're at tomorrow and next week and next year. We got to execute. Okay? Very good. Also, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. The live goal is 100K likes and 100 shares. I know we can do it. Thank you. Thank you. App number one. Here we go. Thank you. Write it down. Note takers are money makers. Here we go. Canva, Canva. Good morning. Canva, Canva. Let's go, let's go. Welcome, welcome. Get that pen and paper and start taking these notes. App number one is Canva. Let's talk about Canva. Now, I already know. Some of y'all can say, Jazz, I already got Canva. Good, glad you have it. But my question for you is, are you using Canva to make money? Because if the answer is no, you're gonna start using it today to make money, all right? You will use Canva for everything. If you need business logos, you can find that on Canva. Maybe you're gonna finally post content, okay? You've been talking about you're gonna be a TikToker, Instagrammer, you've been talking. Now you can actually do it. You can get your Instagram reel templates right off Canva. You ever seen those Get Ready With Me videos and the girlie's got the cute little letters at the top with the cool effects? They're getting it off Canva. Let's go. You better clock. You better tap in. You better tap in. All right. For your YouTube channels, for those of y'all who want to be on YouTube to promote your products, you can get your YouTube thumbnails off of there. Yes. Thumbnails are important. It gets people to click on your videos, all on Canva. Okay. Remember earlier I said people resell workbooks and journals for $27, $49.99. They're getting them off Canva. Just put it in the search bar, start downloading and start reselling, okay? Maybe you want to sell an ebook. Okay, cool. You can type in the search bar ebooks. Canva has hundreds upon hundreds of different templates for you. So we got to make sure we're using Canva. We got to execute. Now, what I want to know is this. Who on this live is going to make a promise to me this morning on this beautiful Wednesday that you're going to start executing today? If that is you, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. If you promise me on this Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time that you're going to start using Canva today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. I'm going to hold you accountable. Do not put Canva in the chat if you're not starting until tomorrow. If you're still in that tomorrow mindset, that excuse mindset, that procrastination crap, don't put Canva in the chat because you're not ready. You're not ready. But for those of y'all who want to make money, okay, you're done talking about it, you're ready to show up and actually do it, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I see 120 people and only about 10 people are committing to getting started today. That's crazy. Dang, I guess I'm not that motivating, huh? I guess I'm really not as motivating as I like to think I am. Great. Day. Okay. Now, for those of you guys who are still living in fear, because I know you are addicted to fear, that's all you know, that's all you do. Listen. Some of y'all are trying to convince yourself this morning that you can't do it. It's too late. You're too old. You're not tech savvy. I don't know how to work my phone. I'm not going to be able to do all of this. Listen to me really quickly, please. First and foremost, it's not too late, okay? As long as you woke up, which you did because you're still on this live, you're breathing, right? Well, then it's not too late. It's not too late till you're 6 feet under. Number two, you're not too old for any of this. No. There are content creators who are 90-something years old killing it. I have several students who are over the age of 60 cleaning it up, all on their cell phone. And the truth is, you are very tech savvy. Let's be clear. You use technology every day. The minute you step foot in your car, you're using technology, especially if you got you a Tesla. Let's not play with ourselves here. And you use your cell phone every day as well. You make phone calls, you send texts, and you take pictures. And you know how to click up on these apps, scroll through, and found this live. That took technology knowledge to be able to do it. That is fear trying to hold you back and keep you stuck right where you are. But we're not doing that today. No, we're letting that go. You can and you will make money online. I don't care how old you are. You can do this. All right. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Also, you guys make sure you follow me so you don't lose me. Listen, they do steal my videos and then they block me, so I can't even report them. Do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets because they come in to get you. So beware. Also, I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash. We're going to write these things down. The keyword of this live is execution. App number 1 was Canva. App number 1 was Canva. App number 2, here we go. Write it down. Note takers are money makers. Chat GPT. Let's go. Chat GPT. Let's go. Let's go. I started during COVID, so 2020. Can y'all believe that was 5 years ago? Time is just flying. Chat GPT, let's talk about it. Let's talk. Good old Chat GPT. Now, some of y'all already have chat and you might use it every day. And I'm happy for you. But if you're not using Chat GPT as your free business partner, then respectfully, what are you doing? What are you doing? Make it make sense. You will use Chat GPT for everything regarding your business. Anything that you need, I promise you, Chat GPT has the answer for you, okay? You want to make YouTube videos, but you're not too sure what to say in those videos, no worries. Chat GPT will script the videos for you. It'll write the whole script. Now all you got to do is just say it. Let's go. She said, I don't understand how to actually get the best out of ChatGPT. I'm teaching you. I got you. Maybe you want to make Instagram reels and TikTok videos, but you're not too sure what kind of videos to make. You need some video ideas. No worries. ChatGPT will tell you, okay? You just got to ask. You got to execute. You got to use it. Maybe you want to sell an ebook, okay? You want to make money and sell digital products, all of the things. Did you know ChatGPT will write your ebook for you in under 30 seconds? If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm sitting right here in this chair. Let's go. It has never been easier than today to make money online. Because when I first started, I didn't even know about ChatGPT, y'all. I had not a clue. If it existed, I didn't know. When I wrote my first ebook, I had to use my brain. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills and put it together. That took weeks. Now you can have an ebook in as little as 30 seconds. Let's go. So I gave you ChatGPT and I gave you Canva. Now we have to put it together and make the digital product. If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Good morning. If you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. If you do not have your pen and paper in hand, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm about to give you prompt number 1. Yes, I'm going to give you the exact prompts to put into ChatGPT to actually create this ebook. But how can we execute it? We don't even know what we're doing. Make it make sense because I promise you by 2 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to forget half of what I said. And let me say something else real quick while I wait for more of y'all to put ready in the chat because I see 98 people on here, but I know for a fact I did not see 98 readies. Listen, a lot of y'all are struggling with confidence, self-esteem. You don't even believe in yourself. Thank you, Shawanda. You don't even believe in yourself. You don't even think you're capable of half of the things that we're saying on this live. But you know why you have no confidence in yourself? For those of y'all who are struggling with confidence, it's because you never, ever, ever show up for yourself. Every time it's time for you to go off of the plan and not the mood, you bail out. The more that you do not keep the promises that you make to yourself, the more you continue to chip away at your confidence to where you no longer have any. And then you're sitting here on this live wondering why you feel the way you feel. If you do not keep the promises that you make to self, you will never have self-confidence. So there's a reason why I keep telling you guys we have to execute. Make a promise today to yourself that you're going to do this. And the more you follow through with the promises you make to yourself, I promise you, you will have confidence in yourself. Okay? Prompt number 1. Write it down. Write it down. Here we go. You're going to open up ChatGPT. We getting into it. Let's go. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need that prompt to be repeated, ask or forever hold your peace. How can we execute? We don't even know what we're doing. Make it make sense. How can we show up for ourselves and we don't even know what to do? Let's go. Let's go. I see 110 people on this TikTok and I see 6 people on YouTube. Very good, Envisions. Let's go. Let's go. If you need it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Do not DM me. Ask me to repeat nothing. No, because you hard-headed as hell. Because I gave you opportunity on this live to ask for it to be repeated, but you chose not to take advantage of the opportunity presented to you, which is fine. You don't have to. But if you don't care, then respectfully, why should I? Why should I care? Okay. Yes. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If someone types it, I will pin it. If someone types it, I will pin it. Also, you guys do not forget to double tap that screen. The goal of this live is 100K likes. I know we can do this. You can and you will make money online. You can do this. Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me pin that. Very good. It is pinned. Now we're moving forward, not back. Y'all got that? Going once, going twice. Okay, very good. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. You're going to hit enter. You're going to hit enter. You got to keep up. You got to be writing the notes. Write the notes. You're going to hit enter. Now, for those of y'all just tuning in, remember, we said a digital product can be anything. So it could be an ebook, an e-course, workbooks, journals, audios, private communities. Digital product just means digital. That's all that means, okay? Now, how do we choose the digital product that is best for you? Okay, we got to be strategic here. We got to make sure we're successful at this. Put this on your paper, okay? Anything, you better write this down and highlight it, circle it 20 times. Anything that you want to be successful with, whatever success means for you, it doesn't matter. Maybe success for you means freedom. Maybe success for you means peace. Maybe success for you is a certain dollar amount. Doesn't matter. Whatever success means for you, in order for you to be successful, it is going to require you to be consistent. You have to be consistent in order to be successful in anything that you're trying to achieve. Okay? See, a lot of y'all struggle with consistency horribly, which is why you never reach your goals. Okay? How was I able to successfully lose 100 pounds? Because that was hard. I consistently showed up. I consistently ate less food, and I consistently carried my ass to that gym. So I was successfully losing 100 pounds. Maybe you want to successfully save money. Okay, you can do that. You can do anything you put your heart to. But how? Well, you got to consistently stop spending it. You got to stop spending it if you want to save it, right? Okay. Running a successful business is no different. You want a successful business? Great. But you must consistently show up. Now, let's make life easy, because life is hard, right? You pay all these bills, you live in paycheck to paycheck, you go to a job that you absolutely hate, they got you overworked and underpaid. Let's make life easy for once, okay? Write this down. It is so much easier for you to be consistent with something that you actually love to do. It is so easy to be consistent when you're having fun with the thing that you're doing. See, some of y'all have tried this digital product thing before, but you didn't do it because you weren't having fun. Thank you, Awakening. You work hard all day. You feel like you're at work for 8 hours, 12 hours, or however long your shift is. I don't want you to come home and then feel like you're working again, because you're going to give up because you're not having fun. But if you choose something off of that list that ChatGPT gives you that you truly enjoy to do, well, now you have something to look forward to. Now you're able to be consistent and show up every day. Money flows where energy goes. Write that down. Money flows where energy goes. Thank you, Awakening. You don't need to chase money in 2025. No, we don't chase, we attract, okay? You don't need to chase trends and popular niches, because respectfully, if you don't like the niche that you're chasing, you're still not gonna make any money because you're not consistent with it. So do yourself a favor and pick something off of that list that you truly love. If ChatGPT gave you 10 things and you don't like none of those things, fine, ask for 10 more. Keep asking for ideas until it gives you something that you truly love to do. Money flows where energy goes. You guys, there are children on YouTube who make millions of dollars. They're kids doing the stupidest things. How? Because they're consistent. Money flows where energy goes. And because they're having fun, they're enjoying what they're doing, and they're helping people in the way they want to help people, they're able to make a shit ton of money. Okay? If you're ready for ChatGPT prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. And for those of y'all who have seen my face before, maybe I am not a new face. Maybe you've seen me on Instagram or YouTube. How is it that I'm able to show up consistently for my weight loss and fitness brand? I have a whole brand teaching people how to eat right, how to exercise, how to weight lift. Because I love my lifestyle. You guys, I lost over 100 pounds. I love being healthy. I've been vegan for 3 years. And because I love my lifestyle, I love working out, I love eating healthy, it's so easy for me to show up and teach people how to do that every single day too. You see how that go? How, for those of y'all who follow my coaching content, how am I able to consistently show up and teach people how to start a business? Because I love business. I've been talking about business since the beginning of time. I love talking money. I love talking about how we're going to turn $10 into 100, into 1,000. And because I love business talk so much, it's easy for me to show up every single day teaching people how to do that too. Okay? So just do yourself a favor. Now, once you choose the digital product idea you want to run with, you will then put in ChatGPT, write this down, prompt number 2, here we go. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Good morning. No student of mine shall be left behind. If you need it to be repeated, ask and forever hold your peace. Remember the key word of this live is execution. We can't execute it. We don't know what we're doing. Make it make sense. Money flows where energy goes. Let's go, let's go. I should see at least 80 got that's in this chat. Now, I understand some of y'all are driving. Please don't text and drive. Don't do that. Some of y'all are at work. Okay, I don't want you to get in trouble. But the rest of y'all are at home chilling. Y'all chilling, hanging out, watching me. Yes, I can repeat it. Write me an outline, thank you, Suze, that helps people solve this problem. If someone types it, I'll pin it. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Also, TikTok, do not forget about the likes. We have to get to 100K likes and 100 shares. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning. Prompt number 1 was give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. That was prompt number 1. Y'all got to keep up. We said we move forward, not back. Let's go. If you got that, let's go ahead. Going once. Going twice. Okay, good. I got you, Boyley. I got you. Okay, now, you guys, you're going to hit enter. You're going to hit enter. This is why I keep stressing the fact that it has never been easier than today to make money online, because ChatGPT literally wrote your ebook for you. You guys, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And as y'all see, I'm sitting comfortably on this couch. Yes, it wrote it for you. So it is time for you to lock in. Now all we have to do is copy what ChatGPT gave us and paste it into Canva, okay? So you're gonna open up your Canva app. In the search bar, you're gonna type in ebooks. Hit enter. It's gonna give you hundreds of different templates. Just pick one. They're all 1000% customizable, okay? So you're gonna copy what ChatGPT gave you and paste it into Canva. Now, write this on your paper, please. KISS, K-I-S-S. KISS is an acronym, K-I-S-S. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly. Meaning, less is more. Do not overthink this. Some of y'all are master overthinkers. Don't do that. Just make sure it is clean, simple, legible. Thank you, Soulful. Make sure it's clean, simple, and legible. That's it, okay? You don't need 100 pictures and 100 colors on each page. You don't need to do all that. Now, one thing I will say, I always review my students' ebooks. One thing that I notice a lot of them do, you guys, please don't do this. Narrow in the margins of the book, please, of the words. Don't let the words run off the page. Bring the margins in so it looks like an ebook that you would want to read, okay? Just keep it simple. Once you are done copying and pasting everything, you like the way it looks, you will download it as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. You will then upload that file to your hosting site. Write these down. Let's go. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. It doesn't need to be in visions. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go, let's go. No student of mine shall be left behind. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Also, do not forget to double tap that screen. Let's go, let's go. We halfway through the live and y'all ain't get halfway through the likes. What we doing? Also, make sure you share this live with your friends, your family, your coworkers. Thank you, Destiny. The more we interact and engage with this live, the more this live gets pushed out. We ain't got to be stingy, y'all. We ain't got to gatekeep the information. This is more than enough to go around. All right. Now, Stan Store, S-T-A-N. Now, there's plenty of other hosting sites out there, you guys. There's plenty more. But these are the most popular ones. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Okay? Now, let me give you some words of wisdom. The beauty of having a coach and having a mentor is they can teach you everything to do and what not to do, all from their personal experiences, okay? Listen, I done made a lot of money on these online streets. I done made more money than I thought possible, okay? Digital products, monetizations changed my whole life. But I would be lying to you if I did not tell you I didn't make mistakes. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. One of the biggest lessons I learned in entrepreneurship and running a business is to keep your business expenses low. Keep them as low as possible, okay? You signing up for different subscriptions, next thing you know, you spending $500 just to keep the business afloat. That becomes a problem if your business isn't even making $500 yet. We go from the green to the red, okay? I need you to be in the green. I want you to make money, not lose it. The reason why I say this to you is because I use Stan Store, all right? I love Stan Store. Stan Store is great. Stan Store is great. But Stan Store is pretty expensive. Thank you, Kate. Stan Store is $99 a month. That's high if your business is not yet making $99 a month. That's extremely expensive. Shopify is $49 a month. That's also expensive if your business is not making $49 a month yet. Okay? So if you're brand new to all of this, let's say you're getting started today, maybe you started last week, and you don't have traffic yet, you're not making sales yet, but it's coming because you're going to execute, follow through, you're taking notes, you're asking questions, you're going to make the sales. But if you're just getting started, start on Gumroads, Gumroad. Start there, because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. They charge you 10% of every sale, okay? So until you make money, you don't have to spend it. That's a great place to start. Now, once you do start bringing in that money because you're following through, you're doing all of the things, then bring your ass over to Stand Store. Why? Because Stand Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. Your customers love a good payment plan, honey. And as long as you got payment plan options on your website, you will get more people to buy your product, okay? But for now, just start on Gumroads. Now, we went over Canva, ChatGPT, we put it together, made our digital product. Now we gotta sell it. We gotta sell it, y'all. We gotta sell this product. We gotta sell it. But before we get into sales, we have got to get these likes up to 40,000, okay? Let's go. Double tap, let's go. We got to get these likes up. Sales is 80% of the business. The 20%, which was the creation, honestly, that's the easy part. And that part should not take you longer than 2 hours to do. I said what I said. Thank you, Jana. That process, copying and pasting, should not take you longer than 2 hours. It really shouldn't take you longer than 1. It should not. But I'm going to give you some grace and give you 2. I don't care how old you are, y'all. I don't care if you're 500 years old, you don't even know what a cell phone is. It should not take you longer than 2 hours. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we got a serious problem. One problem that you might be struggling with is your need to be perfect. You're just a perfectionist, right? You're OCD. You are a master overthinker. You are the person that's going to waste 6 months of their life trying to get everything right in your head before you even get started. You're the person that's going to overanalyze every single thing. You're going to take things out, put things back. Then you're going to waste 6 more weeks because it just has to be right. And if it's not perfect, it's just not right. Then you're going to go and ask 20 people who don't even run a business what you should do with your business, because their opinion means so much to you. And then you're going to think about it some more. And next thing you know, you've wasted a whole year and didn't get anything done. You didn't get anything done. If that is you, if you identify as a perfectionist, OCD, overthinker, whatever the hell you want to call it, go ahead and put guilty in the chats, because I got a special message for you. I used to be the exact same way. That's how I know. I used to be the exact same way. I used to waste all the time in the world just trying to be so perfect. What I need you guys to understand is this. Listen very closely. First and foremost, I hate to break it to you, but you're not perfect. No, you are not perfect at all. I am not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect, y'all. It's impossible. So now that we know we're not perfect, we have to understand it's impossible for you to create something that's perfect because you are not perfect. What you really are is scary. You are scared as hell. You are still living in fear. And what do we say? Fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running from the business, the dreams, the goals. You're running because you are so afraid to put yourself out there and fail. You are so afraid to put yourself out there and people laugh at you, people judge you, people talk about you. You're so afraid of looking stupid. And the reason why we procrastinate, we make excuses, we try to be perfect, OCD, overthinkers, the reason why we really do that at the root is because we are subconsciously self-sabotaging. You didn't know that's what it is. You are self-sabotaging, okay? And the reason why we self-sabotage in the first place is because you're trying to protect yourself from the feelings of disappointment. You are so afraid of that feeling of disappointment, of shame, of guilt, of putting yourself out there and it doesn't work the way you want it to. So to protect yourself from that disappointment, you just make excuses. But what I need you to understand, hear me loud and clear. Every day that you don't launch that product is another day that you still live in disappointment, because you already said you hate your job. You already said you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And if you don't make money off of your business, well, then how can we get out of that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle? How can we quit our job if that's your goal, if your business isn't making sales? See, if you don't have anything to sell, then there's nothing for people to buy. And if there's nothing for people to buy, well, then you don't really have a business. You have an idea. You have a hobby. I'm trying to build you a business. So we have to have sales. So you have to just launch the product and get out of your head. Launch the product. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to finish this is because you are distracted AF. Ooh, you're so distracted. Hello, you like to do everything except the one thing that'll change your whole life. On your weekends off, you Netflix and chill. You sit on your couch and you watch Netflix movies for hours and hours. When you get off work, you like to sit on the phone and gossip with your girlfriends. You're not even talking about nothing productive. You're not talking about businesses or content. No, you're talking about celebrity drama. When you do have extra money, you like to go outside and spend it. You like to go to happy hours and Taco Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, and Sunday brunches. Late at night when your ass should be sleeping, you're scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, laughing at funny videos. The reason why we distract ourselves, because that's what that is, those are all distractions, is because it's a form of escapism. You're trying to escape a life you're not happy with. See, there's nothing wrong with watching one movie, but you like to sit on the couch and watch 5. There's nothing wrong with spending 5 or 10 minutes on social media, but you like to spend hours, okay? There's nothing wrong with going out every so often with your girlfriends, but you like to go out every day. See, those are forms of escapism. And the reason why we try to escape is because we're not 1000% happy with the life that we're living. But what we need to do is stop distracting ourselves from a life we're not happy with and instead lock in and create a life that we no longer feel the need to escape from. So this is what you're going to do today. You're going to turn the TV off. No more TV. No, turn it off. Put the phone on do not disturb. Tell your little girlfriends you'll call them back later. You got money to make. You're going to sit your ass down in your house, not at Starbucks, because you find a way to get distracted at Starbucks. You're going to sit your ass down in your house and you are going to start the product and finish it. You're going to finish. You're not going to stop, because you never come back. It's never a later with you. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. 2 hours is all you need. Okay? All right, good. We got our likes to 40K. Let's go. Let's talk about sales. So we created it. Y'all understand 2 hours. Y'all gonna start. You gonna lock in today. We got to sell it. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Sales is the most challenging part because it's 80% of the business. 20% is the digital product, which we already did. The other 80% is sales. And the reason why it's hard, or most challenging, I shouldn't even say it's hard, is because your mindset isn't right. We got to shift our mindset. See, I'm not doing anything that nobody else is capable of doing, okay? I know I'm smart, I know I'm great, I know I'm special, but honestly, I'm not doing anything that nobody else can't do. Other content creators aren't doing anything else that you can't do, but your mindset is all messed up. A lot of you guys say things to yourself like, well, Jazz, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be annoying. What if I talk about my digital products so much that people unfollow me? What if people think I'm begging for their money? What I need you to understand is this, because I used to say those things to myself too. First and foremost, selling is not begging. That's number one. So whoever told you that, don't talk to them no more. They're not your friend. Selling is solving. You are solving someone's problem. So we have to make sure we understand that. You're not begging anyone for anything. The chat GPT prompt said what? Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. You have a solution to their problem, so you should be telling everybody about it. Number 2, people not thinking about you all day. You could post something about your digital product on Monday. I promise you, after they watch 6 more videos, they forgot you even existed. So you have to talk about your product every day if you want people to remember. People have lives. They got their own stuff going on. You got to force them to remember you. Otherwise, they're going to forget. Now, for those of you guys who have been following me, maybe I'm not a new face to you. You've seen me before. How is it that I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day and not worry about people think I'm begging them or unfollowing me because I'm being annoying? Well, because I understand the mindset. I'm not begging anyone for anything. I have a solution to people's problems. People want to learn how to make money online, and I teach them. People want to learn how to be confident and show up for themselves consistently. I teach them. People want to learn how to be disciplined and accountable. They want to build their YouTubes and their TikToks. I teach them. And because I have a solution to people's problems, I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day. Amazon, we all know who they are, right? We're all Prime members, or you're leeching off of somebody else's Prime membership. Do you think Amazon's marketing team, their sales department, is sitting in their office saying, let's not make any more commercials because we don't want to be annoying? And the last thing we want is for people to unsubscribe from their Prime membership. So even though it's back to school time and millions of Americans across the country are sending their kids off to college, let's not remind them that we have dorm room stuff. No. We don't want to do that because we don't want to be annoying. No, they didn't do that. They made their commercials and they put them in your face. I don't even have children, and I saw all the back to school commercials. I saw them on cable TV. I saw them on my Instagram feed. I saw them on TikTok. I saw them in between the YouTube videos. I saw them everywhere, and so did you. Amazon knows that they have a solution to people's problems. People want to shop from home. We're lazy now. We don't want to go outside and lug heavy boxes from Walmart to our car. We don't want to do that anymore. Those days are over. We want stuff delivered to our doorstep within 24 hours. So they have the solution to your problem. And they let you know every day with their commercials. Buy from us. We got you covered. So if Amazon can have that energy with their products and services, and I can have that energy with my products and services, well, it is time for you to have that energy with your products and services. So let's go ahead and talk about sales. If you are ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I am teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. The key word of this live is execution, folks. We can talk about it all day. I can motivate and inspire the hell out you. But at the end of the day, if you don't do none of the things that I'm telling you to do, respectfully, nothing for you is going to change. You cannot pray your way to financial freedom. You have to work for it. God helps those who help themselves. Faith without works is dead. Some of y'all have been asking for a miracle, but you're not even showing up halfway for it. We got to execute. Now, these sales tips I'm giving you is going to require you to put in work. I'm not the coach that's going to sell you a dream. No, ain't no dreams being told over here. Because I ain't got time for you to DM me and curse me out because it ain't happened. No. You're going to have to show up. You're going to have to put in some work. Just like you show up to your job and bust your ass to build someone else's business every day. You're going to have to show up and bust your ass to build your business. You're not going to make $10,000 in 24 hours and you ain't did shit for it. They don't even sound right. You're not going to be a millionaire by the end of the week. They don't even sound right. There's no quick fix. You're going to have to show up. So if you are allergic to hard work when it comes to your business, go ahead and leave now. Go ahead. Dip. At least you know how to make the product. Now, will you sell it? No, because you're allergic to hard work. You want things handed to you on a silver platter. Life don't work that way. You don't have to show up. Also, too, let's address the word failure real quick so we can make sure we're understanding things. A lot of y'all are afraid to start because you're fearful of failure. But you don't even know what failure means. A lot of y'all think failure means you made your first YouTube video and you didn't get 100,000 subscribers in 2 days, so you failed. A lot of y'all think that if you post your first TikTok video and it doesn't do 50,000 views in 10 minutes, then you failed. Some of y'all think that if you launch your first digital product and you're not a millionaire by the end of the week, then you failed. That's not failure. Failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, I'm done, I don't want to do this no more, that's when you have officially failed. But as long as every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, I'm not even asking for a lot of it, just a little bit better. Every day you're committed to learning something new, doing something just a little bit better, then you didn't fail. You didn't fail. So as long as you never give up, then you never failed. And that's why most people fail at sales, because they give up. Only the people who don't fail at sales are the people who keep showing up. Okay? Yes, absolutely. We got to lock in. You can and you will. All right? Sales tip number 1, write this down. Content is king. And distribution is queen. I'm going to say that again. Content is king. And distribution is queen. So let's break this down so it makes the most sense. The content is king portion. My goal for you is to have you posting every day. That's the goal. Now, don't freak out. Listen, I was not posting every day when I first started either. It's okay. This is a journey, you guys. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to start off being great, okay? Some of you guys are camera shy. Okay, well, how the hell are you going to post every day if you're camera shy? You're not. So we're going to work through that together. You're not going to be camera shy for long. I promise you. I'm going to get you right up out of it. Some of y'all are not necessarily camera shy. Okay, you'll record the video. Some of y'all will even edit, but you're so terrified of hitting upload. No worries. We're going to fix it together. I got you. So you won't be in that race for long. You won't be in that cycle for long. But just know, wherever you're at in your journey, your goal is to post every day. That's what you're working towards, okay? Not only do I need you to be working towards posting every day, you are also going to be working towards building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. That's the distribution is queen part. Building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. Well, why 3, Jazz? Because 1 is too close to none. That's why. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what the hell would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out trying to figure out your life. Thank you, Kenny. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban TikTok, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. Listen, I love TikTok. I make a lot of money on TikTok. I do. But I also make a lot of money on YouTube and Instagram. And because I built multiple platforms, honestly, I didn't really care about TikTok because I was still good other places. I teach my students, we must stay proactive so we never have to be reactive. In other words, we're going to stay ready so we never have to get ready. You don't run these platforms. You have no control over nothing they got going on. So don't set yourself up for that, okay? Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's up to you. whichever ones you want, whichever ones you prefer. But I will remind you of this. YouTube is the most watched platform. There are more people watching YouTube than cable TV. See, a lot of y'all think it's TikTok. No, not at all. TikTok is cute and trendy. It is. But respectfully, TikTok ain't got shit on YouTube. Not at all. I started on YouTube. I didn't start on TikTok. I started on YouTube. And I sold my first ebook. I only had 52 subscribers on that YouTube channel. Only 52. The channel itself was not yet monetized, but I was still able to make money on my YouTube channel from my digital products. Well, fast forward, I kept showing up. I understand this is a journey. Fast forward 4 years, my YouTube channel is monetized. So now I have ads running through my videos. I get a Google AdSense check, okay? And I sell even more digital products because I now have 18,000 subscribers on that channel. Okay? So don't sleep on YouTube. Don't sleep on YouTube. Make your YouTube channel. Start showing up, being consistent, and you will be so happy that you did. Okay? Now, it's not hard to build 3 platforms. I know some of y'all in your head like, Jazz, 3 what, girl? It's not hard. I do it every day, all day long. The same video you put on YouTube, or excuse me, the same video you put on TikTok, throw it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. It takes an extra 5 minutes to do. I promise you, it's not hard. Get out your head. Get out your head. Now, we got to get this live to 60K likes, y'all. We got to get to 60K likes. While we're double tapping the screen, I need to talk to the people who are still living in fear. A lot of y'all are so afraid to start because you think all this stuff is just going to be too hard. You're literally talking to yourself as I'm talking to you, telling you what to do to make money, and you are allowing fear to hold you back. And you're saying things to yourself like, Jazz, I can't do this. I don't think it's going to work. I don't know if I have enough time. This just sounds like a lot. Key said me. Listen, I already know. I can feel it. I'm big on energy. You guys, stop talking yourself out of things that you haven't even tried. You don't even give yourself enough credit for the things that you've already done. There was something in your life that you went through that at the time you didn't think you could do. At the time, you did not think you could overcome it. True or false? And you made it through that. What I'm here to tell you is you are overanalyzing this whole business plan that I'm giving you. And you are trying to convince yourself that this is just too hard for you. So let me calm your nerves real quick before we move on to step number 2. First of all, you are right. It is hard. It is hard. I'm not going to lie. But it is not as hard as the life that you currently live. The life that you live today is harder than this. How do I know? Because I've worked a 9 to 5 too. That's how I know. See, digital products changed my whole life. I've been doing this since COVID. So I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 5 full years. I have made more money than I could even imagine in 5 years. I now have my dream apartment. I drive my dream car. I live my dream life. I run my own 24 hours. I'm not asking anybody if I can leave work early, come in late. I'm not punching into anyone's time clock. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. But life was not always like this for me. No. See, I quit during COVID. Before COVID, I lived a very different life. I worked a 9 to 5. And I was so excited when I got that job. Y'all, I was so excited. I was 23 years old, and I had just graduated college. And they were offering me $60,000 a year. That was a lot back then. This is before COVID now. Remember, this is back in 2015, okay? I had no kids, so it was just me. It's plenty of money for a 23-year-old. See, I was used to fast food jobs. That's all I knew before this job. So I was used to McDonald's. I worked every fast food chain imaginable. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, Hardee's. I worked them all. I never made anything close to $60K a year. So I was excited. Just graduated college. So I moved out of my mom's apartment and I got my own because now I'm a grown woman, right? I'm about to be paying my own bills. Life is about to happen for me. So I got my own apartment. I had to go out and get my own car, right? Because the car I had, it got me from point A to point B. But remember, I'm 23. So I'm like, I gotta make it look right. So I had to go out and get a car note like all the other Americans in the world, right? I had to go get a car payment because that's how real adults live. So that's what I did. I went out and got me a Dodge Charger. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was the shit. I was looking cute and everything. Pulling up to this job, child, you couldn't tell me nothing. So excited. I'm broke. I'm broke. I am every syllable of broke, okay? I wasn't prepared to be broke. I thought 60K was living life. I thought I had arrived. I thought I was gonna be rich, okay? By the time I paid rent, lights, car insurance, car note, y'all, I was every syllable of broke. And I had to start paying back them student loans. See, Sally Mae is so nice. If you don't know her, she gives you 6 months to get your shit together. She's not gonna call you. She's not gonna send no letters. She's gonna let you get on your feet. We'll worry about that repayment later, girl. Just get on your feet. But best believe, when them 6 months hit, she's calling and sending letters letting you know what your monthly payment plan will be. Mine was $450 a month. I had 11 student loan accounts lumped into one monthly payment of $450. I was broke, so I couldn't afford it at all. So every month that I didn't pay, I got 11 missed payments on my credit score. So in the course of 1 year, I had 121 missed payments. So I'm broke with poor credit. Can you say 520? Not only was I broke with poor credit, I also hated my job. I wasn't prepared for that. College didn't teach me about corporate America. I was so confused. Here I am, 23. I'm not gonna lie, I was sheltered. I was naive. I'm gonna give myself that. I didn't know too much about people back then. But I thought they were my friends. See, we're doing potlucks in the break room. They're asking me about my love life. They seem so nice. We're laughing back and forth, joking. We're texting each other outside of work, talking about different TV shows and stuff. We're going to happy hours. We're doing team bonding. I've never done team bonding at McDonald's. There was no team bonding outside of work. I thought I had work friends. I thought we were really a work family. That's what they said. We're a work family. So that's what I thought. No. Oh, no. That's not your family. That's not your big sister. No. I learned in corporate America, people will talk to you. They'll ask you about stuff. They'll make you feel like they really like you. They'll make you feel comfortable. They'll do secret Santas with you, birthday buddies, all the things. And will be the same people writing emails trying to get you fired. I was so confused. I was miserable. 6 months into working at that job, I was ready to quit. I couldn't work there no more. I worked with all women. And I was the youngest one there. The next oldest person was 32. I was 23. The next oldest person was 32. I actually thought she was my big sister. I never had a sister before. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's my big sister. No, she was not. I was miserable. I put in hundreds of applications trying to get out. Nobody was calling me back. I had all these bills, couldn't get another job. I even started putting into grocery stores. Nobody was calling me back. For the first time in my life, I felt trapped. Here I am with all these bills, a job that I hate, that's making me cry, and it's just toxic. I don't feel like I can trust anyone here, and I can't even get out. I felt trapped. I even tried to reach out to people I went to college with to see if they could get me into where they're at. No, There's nothing I could do. If you've never felt trapped before, consider yourself blessed. But let me tell you what that feels like. Trapped feels like no matter what you do, it's just not going to get better. It doesn't matter how positive of a mindset you try to keep throughout the day. It's nothing but bad shit that's going to happen to you. It's like no matter how hard you work at work, they're still going to find something to write you up for. It's like no matter how much money you make, it's still never enough because something always happens. The minute you think you're getting caught up on a bill, now you need a new tire. The minute you're finally getting a savings account together, you're finally just locking in, now you need a new transmission. It's like no matter what you do, you're just always in shits. It's like no matter how hard you pray, it's like God doesn't hear you. It's like no matter how many tears you cry, you just continue to cry. And that's how I felt every day. I had nothing to look forward to. I became depressed. I used to cry every day. I used to pull up and pray to God, Lord, please don't let them mess with me today. I just want to go in here and do my job. I don't want to talk to no one. I don't want to start no trouble with no one. I just want to do my job. You know, they wrote me up because I wasn't interacting with people anymore. They said I wasn't being sociable. I was miserable. And to cope with my misery, my depression, my anxiety, I started to get anxious. I thought that they were going to fire me. I thought everyone was out to fire me. I really started to believe that. I became very paranoid. I became very anxious. Every time someone came to my desk, I thought they were going to write me up for something. In order to cope with my misery there, I started drinking just to kind of ease myself. First, it was just a couple drinks a week just to kind of calm my nerves. But it turned into every day. I became an alcoholic. I also started eating a lot. When I went in at 23, I was very small, very skinny girl. By the time I left, 6 years later, I was 100 pounds overweight. That smile that I had when I first got that job, just that joy for life, that disappeared. I never smiled anymore. I never smiled. I was that miserable person, that negative Nancy that you don't want to be around. I became her. And the reason I'm telling you this is because if anything in this story resonates with you, then I need to remind you, you're already doing something hard. Going to a toxic work environment, like how I did, every day is hard. If you work with all women every day, that is hard. Living paycheck to paycheck every week is hard. Making payment arrangement after payment arrangement is hard. Knowing damn well you're not going to be able to make the payment when you made the arrangement. You already know you're not going to have it, but you're just trying to buy time. That's hard. And you're asking if posting every day and showing up for your business every day is going to be hard? Girl, you're doing something harder now. No, it's not hard. You're making it hard by overthinking. Because I told you to choose a niche in something that you love. So now you have something to look forward to. See, I didn't even have that. I had nothing in my day to look forward to, but you do, because I told you to choose something that you love. So now it's easy to show up and be consistent because it's the one thing in your life that's just yours that you love to talk about and that's going to make you money. And before we move forward, let me remind you of something else. If you work 8 hours or more, like how I did, you realize you spend more time with people at work that you don't even freaking like than you do with your loved ones at home that you absolutely adore. See, I literally worked 9 to 5, literally. So I was off at 5 like everybody else in my city. A 20-minute drive every day turns into over an hour every single day. every day because you're stuck in rush hour traffic. By the time you do get home, you're exhausted, you're drained. You only have a couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours to really spend with your spouse or your kids before it's time to put everyone to bed and do it all over again the next day. And then some of you live for the weekend, right? You can't wait for Friday. But you don't even really get Friday to yourself. You still went to work. You really only have Saturday to yourself to truly enjoy yourself. Because Sunday you have to prepare for the work week, right? So you got to cook, clean, do laundry, go grocery shopping, and mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit waiting for you on Monday. That's the life you want to live. See, luckily for me, I only lived it for 6 years. By the grace of God, I got through it. I don't even know how. Some of y'all have been working these toxic ass work environments for 10 years, 20 years. One of my students, she was at her job for 30 years. And she was wondering if she was going to be able to do this because she thought it was going to be too hard. I had to respectfully remind her, ma'am, if you got through that for 30 years, you can get through this easily. Get out your head. 20 years. Yes, get out your head. You can do this. I promise you, you can. Now, in this content, we must be relatable. We must be authentic, and we need to target people's pain points. Be relatable, be authentic, target people's pain points. I need you guys to recognize today in 2025, people have very short attention spans. Short, which means you must get to the point and quick if you want people to stop scrolling and watch your video. Think about it. As you're scrolling through your For You page trying to find something to watch, you really only give people like 2 to 3 seconds and you off to a whole nother video, right? So in order to get people to watch, we need to understand that we have to connect with people through their emotions. That's how we connect with people. So we have to target people's pain points. Let me give you some examples. Throughout this live, you have heard me targeting your pain points. You have heard me say things like, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of dragging yourself to a job that you hate? Are you tired of feeling overworked and underpaid? The minute you heard me say any of those things, as you were scrolling through your For You page and I said any of those things, I got you to stop scrolling. And you've been tuned in ever since. I don't care what your niche is. That doesn't matter. There are pain points in that niche. And you must make sure you say those things in order for people to watch your content, in order to watch your live, if those of you choose to go live. If we can get people to stop scrolling and start watching, then we can get people to start buying. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. You are already making me feel seen. Am useless. You are not useless. We don't know. What did we say? If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. What did we say? We don't say negative things to ourselves, Miss Ma'am. No, we don't say those things. Listen, you guys, the power of your tongue, the power of your words. Every time you say something negative to yourself, you subconsciously start to believe it. And then it gets to a point where you really do start thinking you're stupid. You really do start thinking you're dumb. You really do start to believe that you can't do something. And that's why you feel the way you feel. You can and you will. You are smart. You are worthy. The more you say those things to yourself, the more you start to believe it. And now you move like it. So please, we do not say negative things to ourselves anymore. I don't care who told you what, when, don't matter. You can and you will. I mean, the time I wasted. Okay, very good. Okay. I'm glad we corrected that. Very good. Very good. Okay, good. Sales tip number 2. I was like, I don't want her out here thinking she's useless. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sales tip number 2. Let's talk about it. Write this down. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy it. So how do we get people to like us? How do we get people to like us? Well, you can't make people like you. That's number 1. But you can do what I told you to do in your content. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. I promise you, as long as you do those things, you will build a community of people. And that community that you build, those are the people who are going to buy your digital products, okay? And don't let fear get in your head, because I know you're good at that, and say things to yourself, well Jazz, what if nobody likes me? First of all, that's impossible. That's impossible. There are 8 billion people in this world. You are not going to convince me that not one person is going to like you. Not going to like you. I don't believe it, because that's not true. That's fear trying to hold you back. And I used to be afraid of that too. You guys, I'm from Virginia. I've lived in Virginia damn near my whole life. And I didn't realize there's a whole world outside of the state of Virginia. I didn't realize there's a whole world outside of the USA. When you post your content, you guys, it goes everywhere. You become an international superstar, okay? And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this so you can understand how silly you sound when you worry about people not liking you. I have students all over the world, places I ain't never been before. Canada, UK, Australia, Barbados, Jamaica, everywhere. Everywhere, okay? So I promise you, people will like you. But you get in your head. You get in your head. Welcome from Virginia. Hello, Trina. You get in your head. What if I got in my head and I didn't do this live this morning? Y'all wouldn't even hear this because I wouldn't be on it. I'd be too busy overthinking. I've been able to motivate and inspire you guys. You can motivate and inspire people too. People are literally waiting to hear what you have to say. But you deprive them of that opportunity because you won't get out your head. So you need to post your content, okay? Now, what did we say? People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I'm never going to tell you to do something that I don't do or that I wouldn't do. I need you to go live. I need you to go live. Going live is by far the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect and engage with you, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all are gonna say that's great and all jazz, but honestly, I don't wanna go live. And I'm gonna just say, fine, don't. Listen, I'm not the coach that's gonna force you to do anything you don't wanna do. You don't wanna go live? Fine, don't. But let me remind you of something, okay? Because you also said you didn't wanna go to work. You said you hate it there. You said you are overworked and underpaid, and you still go. So let me get this straight. You will bust your ass at work to build someone else's business, but you're not willing to bust your ass to build yours. Okay. Well, I promise you this. If you go live consistently and you target people's pain points and you have structure in your live like how I have structure on mine, I promise you, you will make more money on live than you ever made at that dusty ass job. I promise you that. But you don't want to go live? Fine, don't. More money for the people who do. Now, some of y'all are like, well, I would go live, Jazz, but I'm just shy. Well, that's different. That's totally different. That's human, okay? That's a normal human emotion to be shy. The only reason why you're shy is just because you haven't done it enough. That's it. It has nothing to do with you sucking and you're not worthy and this isn't meant for you. No, no, no. The only reason why you're shy, nervous, anxious, all the things is only because you haven't done it enough. I promise you, the more you do it, the better you will get. But there's nothing I can say that's going to convince you otherwise. You just have to show up and do it. You just got to suck it up. Just do it. And the more you do it, you will get better. It is impossible to do something consistently and just not naturally get better. That has never happened for you in your entire life. Everything that you tried, that you were consistent with, you just got better. Reading, driving, walking. You know, at one point in time, you didn't know how to do any of those things, right? But you just kept doing it. And what happened? You got better. Now you drive just fine. You walk just fine. You read just fine. Same thing with life. Now, what did we say? People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there's a reason why I'm telling you to post every day. And no, it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post every day is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock, but people work extremely hard for their money. Most people work extremely hard for their money, okay? A lot of people work 12 and 16-hour shifts every day. A lot of people are on their feet every day, all day. Some people have very physically strenuous jobs, like they lift heavy stuff all day. A lot of people only make minimum wage. And if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, that's going to require you to be trustworthy, which means you must be consistent. Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. Those of you guys who don't have a product yet, just sit this out, take your notes, and learn. But those of you guys who do, and you're struggling to make sales, this is for you. First, we have to remove our ego and pride. That's number one. Some of y'all not going to be able to do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing anyone can teach you that you don't already know. Fine. You keep having that mindset and you'll stay stuck. There's no room for ego in business. But for those of you guys who can remove your ego and pride, you can be teachable and have some humility. Let's do this. Remove it for 30 seconds. Now we got to be honest with ourselves. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. Okay? I need you to go to your profile and ask yourself, is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? Got to be honest. And I also need you to ask yourself this. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? You got to be honest. Because if the answer is no to one, some, or all of those questions, then you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. You should be no longer confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. But the reason why I say yet is because it can be fixed. You can fix it. That's the beauty of business. That's the beauty of life. Everything that I said to you on this live this morning, you have the power to fix it if it's not going the way you want it to go. If it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, how you can help people, then fix it so it's clear. If you are struggling with being consistent, fix it so that you are consistent. If you are struggling with building your TikTok, then just fix it so you can unstruggle. Nothing has to stay the way it is. The problem with a lot of you guys, and I used to struggle with this too, you get into this mindset thinking that you're trapped in the state in which you're at. You think that the way things are going for you today have to continue next week and next month and next year and until the day you die. And that's not true. Everything that you're not happy with and that's not giving you the results that you desire, you have 100% power to fix it. Yes, you do. You have the power to fix it. And I'm going to be honest, most of you guys are not lacking the information to fix it either. No. See, a lot of y'all think you just need more information. No, that's not the reason why you're not fixing it. It has nothing to do with your information. You're not lacking information, okay? You might not have known that ChatGPT can write your ebook, but you know now because I told you. So you're no longer lacking information. You might not have known that YouTube is the most watched platform, but I told you now, so you know. So you're no longer lacking that information. You might not have known that people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, I just told you, so now you know. You're no longer lacking information. See, the reason why you're struggling with fixing it is because you lack implementation. You don't execute shit. You make excuse after excuse. You are the person who is Monday this and Monday that, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. New Year's resolutions is when I'm going to start, but you never start. You're the person that sits on the couch and watches movies all weekend long. You're the person that sits around and talks about what you're going to do, but you never actually do it. You're the person that sits around and says what they can't do before they even tried. You don't execute at all. And that's why nothing is getting fixed. You have the power to fix it, but you choose not to. And my question for you is, how much longer do you want it to go this way? For me, it feels like time is just flying by. Can you believe it's already September? It feels like last week we were just doing the whole New Year's resolutions thing. Now it's the middle of September. Time's going by pretty freaking fast. How much longer do you want to waste time? You want to give it another 3 months, start in 2026? Okay. Well, let me tell you this. In order for you to run a successful business, whatever success means for you, whether it's freedom, peace, money, whatever it means for you, that's going to require you to be consistent, disciplined, and accountable. In order for you to run a successful business, you must be consistent, disciplined, and accountable. You're struggling with that. When it comes to your business, you are not consistent, you are not disciplined, and you are not accountable. But it's crazy because you are those things in other parts of your life. You notice that? When it comes to your job that you hate so much, you're consistent, disciplined, and accountable. You go to work even when you don't want to. Even when you don't feel like it, you still show up. Even when you're sick, you still go to work. You have already said they overwork you and underpay you. And you still go. You work hard. You bust your ass at that job. And they have the audacity to only give you a 2% annual raise. And you still go. Accountable, consistent, disciplined. When it comes to your kids, you love your kids. You're a great parent. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. Even when you don't feel like being a parent, you still get up every day and parent. Even when you're sick, you still get up and you cook, you clean, you take them to school. You could be emotionally drained and you will still sit there and listen to all of their problems. with their little friends, their classmates, their little relationships. Their problems sound so petty to you, but you still sit there and listen, even though you got real problems. Your kids don't even know how broke you really are. They don't have a clue. Even when times are really bad, you still always make them feel like it's not as bad as it looks. Yeah. When I was growing up, my lights got cut off. You know what my mom said? It's the outage. The whole neighborhood's out. I looked out the window, I'm like, no, they lights still on. No, they're testing the lights, Jazz. They'll be back on in a couple days. But let's have fun while they're out. That's what she said. I didn't know it was because she was broke. I thought it's because they were testing the lights. You make sure your kids have everything they need. They don't go without. Not on your watch. If you have to work 20 shifts in one day, you will. Because you love your kids. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. But for some reason, when it comes to you, your business, your dreams, your goals, something that's going to improve your life and the life of your family, there's no accountability, consistency, or discipline at all. Every time it's time for you to show up, you don't. You are always going off of the mood and not the plan. When you don't feel like it, you just don't. When you're too tired, oh, I'll start tomorrow. On your days off, you distract. When it's the weekend, you're Netflixing and chilling. Late at night, you're scrolling, watching TikTok and Instagram reels. You're doing all of the things except the one thing that'll change your whole life. Distraction after distraction. And you know why we distract ourselves? It's really a form of escapism. That's what that is. All the movies that you watch back to back, the TV shows that you watch back to back, the reels that you watch back to back, it's all forms of escapism. And the reason why we try to escape is because we want to escape a life we're not happy with, instead of just lock in and create a life for ourselves that we never feel the need to distract ourselves from. And again, how much longer do you want to live like that? See, in order for you to change your life, you're going to have to realize that you have to change you. Ouch. See, people don't like that realization. No, people don't like that part. Because people don't want to change. See, most people don't make money online. But it's not because they can't. It's because they're not willing to change themselves. They don't want to stop making excuses. They don't want to stop procrastinating. They don't want to stop distracting themselves. They don't want to stop talking to themselves negatively. And because they don't want to change those things, they don't make any money. If you want to make money, you are going to have to change some things about you. Yes. Things about you must change. A lot of things about you got to change. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's true. You are holding yourself back. Your life and the direction that it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a reflection of all of the choices you made. Yeah, it's you. Your bank account and the money that's in it is a reflection of the choices that you make. That was a tough pill for me to swallow too. I didn't like that. Some of you are going to say, no, it's not, Jazz. It's not my fault. No, it is. No, it's not. It's the economy. It's the presidents. No, it's you. Let me tell you why. See, times have been hard, right? Rent prices have been $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. This didn't happen last week. Food prices have been high, right? The days have been over where you can get like 2 weeks worth of groceries for $100. That's long gone. Right? That didn't happen last month. No. Gas prices have been high. It's been going on for years. Didn't happen last night. But you choose to do nothing about it every day. See, you could have launched your digital product 6 months ago. You would already have sales today. You could have created the YouTube channel 4 months ago. If you stayed consistent, it could be monetized today. Yeah. See, you could have started your TikTok account 3 months ago. You could be making money on live today. But you choose not to. So again, how much longer do you want to waste your time? How much longer do you want to complain? How much longer do you want to vent? You got to change. There are things about you that have to change if you really want to make money online. Some of y'all have amazing goals. You want to be 6-figure earners. You could do that. I do that. There's thousands of content creators who do that every year. It's a very achievable goal. But in order for you to make 6 figures a year, it's going to require you to change who you are. How on earth can you be a 6-figure earner when you still talk about what you're going to start tomorrow and tomorrow never happens? That's going to have to change. If it didn't, you would already be making 6 figures. If you didn't have to change your procrastination excuses, you would already be doing 6 figures a year. But you're not, because you haven't changed who you are. If you want to do 10K a month, you could. I do more than that. But in order for you to do 10K a month, that's still going to require you to change who you are, because the version of who you are today keeps telling themselves that they're stupid. How on earth can you do 10K a month when you're literally telling yourself that you're stupid, you're dumb, it's not going to work, I can't, I suck? How? You can't. If you could, you would be doing it right now. But you're not, because you haven't changed who you are. Maybe you don't want to do 10K a month. Maybe you're like, Jazz, that's great, but if I could just make an extra $500 a month, all my financial problems would go away. Fine. You only want to do $500 a month? You could do that. Easy. But that's still going to require you to change who you are. How can you do $500 a month all from your cell phone when you keep making excuses? You would still rather sit on your couch on the weekend and watch Netflix. And you think you're going to make $500 a month from your phone? Absolutely not. If you could, you would. But you're not, because you haven't changed who you are. Change is hard. I told you, I'm not the coach who's going to try to convince you that something's not hard. Change is hard, but I am going to remind you the life that you're currently living is hard. The life that you're not happy with, the life that leaves you paycheck to paycheck, the life that is making you go to a job that you hate every day, that's hard too. So which hard do you prefer? Which hard you want to do? Because you got to choose one. Change is hard, which is why most people don't change. You ever ran into someone that you haven't seen in a long time? They have the same problems, the same attitude. It's because they didn't want to change, which is why they're still exactly where they are. Nothing about them changed. Over all the years since the last time you've seen them, they're still exactly where they've been. They didn't want to change. The version of me that y'all see today is a reflection of all the changes I had to make. I wasn't doing 10, 20K a month when I first started. Absolutely not. I wish. I used to be camera shy too. Yes. I used to procrastinate. I used to make excuses. I used to go off with the mood and not the plan all the time. I used to love to binge watch Netflix. Yes, I did all those things, which is why I wasn't making no money. One of the worst distractions I had was alcoholism. I told you guys, I used to drink. I was a drunk. And that habit started when I had that toxic ass job. It started because I was trying to escape a life I wasn't happy with. I was miserable there. And you would have thought once I quit, it would have got better. But it didn't. No, it got worse. See, I quit during COVID. Everything's closed. We're quarantining. I had nothing but time to drink. At least when I was at work, I couldn't drink during those 8 hours. So now here I am at home, everything's closed. I'm drinking all damn day, trying to start a content creation business. And I told you the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Because, see, it's hard to look at yourself in the mirror and realize you're the problem. That's uncomfortable. So you'd rather just lie to yourself and say things like, oh, it's not that bad. Or it's not my fault, it's theirs, right? It makes it easier. It protects our little ego. So I didn't want to admit to myself that I had a drinking problem. I didn't want to say that. So I convinced myself that as long as I didn't start drinking before 11 a.m., I'm not a drunk. That's what I said. Even though I got to drink every day, even though I got to drink myself to sleep, as long as I don't start before 11 a.m., I don't have an alcohol problem. Because alcoholics got to drink first thing in the morning. That's what I said to myself. Okay. Here I am trying to do this business and it's not working. I'm drunk all day. I'm not showing up consistently. I'm making excuses. I'm not as productive because I'm always buzzed. It's not working. I'm getting frustrated. I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, Jazz, you have a problem. You got to change. If you want to make the money that you want to make, if you want the business that you've always dreamed of, you're going to have to change. So I decided to change. I stopped drinking. I haven't had a drink in 4 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I decided to remove my biggest distraction, my businesses grew. Now, I'm posting every day. I'm more focused, not drunk. Now I'm making the sales that I've always wanted to make. Now my platforms are finally growing. My YouTube is finally growing. I'm getting monetized on Instagram and Facebook now. Everything that I always asked God for is finally happening for me because I decided to change who I was so I could get the results that I always wanted to get. For those of you guys who want to change, heavy on the want, then I want to help you. See, I'm not interested in helping people who don't want it. I'm not here to force change upon anyone. If you love your life and the way it's going, the direction that it's going, you're getting all of the results that you've always wanted, then who am I to tell you to do anything different? Obviously, it's working for you, right? It's working. So keep doing what you're doing. If you like it, I love it. But if it's not working, if things aren't going the way you want them to go, you made the digital product, but you're not selling it. You created the TikTok account, but you're still not confident in yourself to post. You want to go live on TikTok, on YouTube, but you're shy. Then I want to help you. See, I'm going to teach you how to make money online. That's one thing I'm going to do. Anything that you need help with, I got you. Every single thing that I do in my business, I'm literally giving to you from start to finish. Growing the YouTube, the Instagram, the TikToks, the Facebooks, how to sell, how to create your scripts, how to target pain points, how to create content to attract an audience who wants what you're selling, how to grow your email list, all those things I'm giving to you. But not only am I going to teach you how to make money online, how to grow your business, I'm also going to teach you how to become the version of yourself that you must become to actually get it done. See, you have to change. Because I could tell you how to monetize your YouTube channel in 3 months. I did it. But you're not going to do it because you're still full of excuses. See, I could tell you how to go viral on Instagram. I do it all the time. But you're not going to do it because you don't even believe in yourself. See, I could tell you how to launch your digital product, how to make a great ebook, but you're not going to do it because you're a perfectionist and it's holding you back. So I'm going to fix all of that. When you join Glow Up Academy, this is the space where you learn how to make money online. This is the space where I teach you every single thing. But I'm also going to teach you how to be better. I'm going to teach you how to be disciplined. I'm going to teach you how to be accountable. I'm going to teach you how to be consistent. When you lock in with me, you're no longer by yourself. See, a lot of you guys struggle because you have no support. Your little friends aren't supporting you. Your family's not supporting you. You feel alone. Well, when you're inside Glow Up Academy, you're never alone. If I was able to motivate you and inspire you on this live, what do you think you're going to get in there? This was just a fraction of my energy that you get in there. Any questions that you have, any advice that you need, any feedback that you want, I'm only one message away. Yeah, I respond to all of my students, all 120 of them. The way I poured into you on this live is how I pour into my students in Glow Up Academy. Together, we're going to push through your self-doubt. We're going to push through your lack of motivation. We're going to push through everything that's been holding you back, all of your limiting beliefs. That stops today. Because for the first time, you're going to have someone cheering for you, even when you're not cheering for yourself. And that's why I call it Glow Up Academy, because not only is your bank account going to glow up, but so are you. We'll start with TikTok and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. TikTok, in order for you guys to join Glow Up Academy, this is for everyone who was asking for help and wanted coaching and mentorship. You're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come here and you're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. You're going to click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. It is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. This is my Skool community. It's only $39 a month. Also to you guys, we do live coaching calls in here every single Thursday. Every single Thursday, I want you to come live. We're going to be talking about anything that you're struggling with, whether it's your digital product, creating content, managing your schedule, staying motivated and disciplined. Whatever questions, concerns you have, this is the space where you ask. I share my screen with you guys on my laptop and we work through every single thing that you're struggling with, okay? Even if you can't make it, I understand some of you guys work late nights. The replays are also available, so there's no reason why you can't go through it. Also, like I said, I'm only one message away. I respond to all of my students. I don't care how stupid you think your question is. First of all, there's no such thing as a stupid question. That's number one. I'm going to answer you. I answer all of my students, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are just a little bit different. You're going to leave my live and you're going to come to my YouTube channel. You're going to click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then once you click on that, you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy, okay? And it'll take you right to where you need to be. Now, I only let 10 people in at a time. Why? Believe it or not everyone has the same journey. Not everyone's struggling with the same things. Some people have a product, no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we gotta lock in on one, okay? Some people have no idea, so we come up with an idea together. Wherever you're at in your journey, that's fine, I can help you. But I wanna make sure I'm able to pour into everyone equally. And I've noticed for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time is just too overwhelming for me. So I cap it at 10. Once we get to 10 people, I take the link off and you cannot join until I put the link back on, okay? Also, I'm going to set us a timer for 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is plenty of time for you to decide if you want to improve your life or if you don't. Again, I'm not here to force change upon anybody. If you love things and the way it's going for you, then respectfully keep doing it. But if you know you want to do better, if you know you're not happy with the results that you're getting, then this is for you. Remember, you could be anywhere on the internet right now. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. There are thousands and thousands of content creators on live right now across all platforms. But you're still here. Because there's something that I was able to say to you today that spoke to you. There's something that resonated. There's something that connected. So don't let it end here. If you've been on this live for as long as you've been on, you know you want more. Otherwise, you would have left. Because I wouldn't have been able to connect with you. But since you're still here, that shows you want better for your life. So let's not end it here. Let's keep the motivation going so that you actually get things done this time. We're not going to start and stop. This time we're going to start and keep going. Okay? So the timer has been set. I do see 2 people already joined. So we have 8 slots left, and then I'm going to close it out. We have 8 slots left, and then I'm going to close it out. Again, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice and come to my profile. You're going to click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And you'll click on this red button that says open. And then you'll click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. It's only $39 a month, and you can cancel anytime, okay? YouTube, again, you guys are going to leave the live, come to my YouTube channel, and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy, okay? It'll take you right to where you need to be. Again, it's only $39 a month. I don't want to hear about the price. I don't want to hear it. Because y'all be in them Starbucks lines. There's literally a Starbucks right around the corner from my house. Every morning before I go to the gym, that Starbucks line is wrapped around the building 5-10 times. Y'all are spending $20 on macchiatos and lattes. True or false? You could drink that coffee at home, but you want to be luxurious and go to Starbucks on your way to work. There's a Chick-fil-A right down the street from my house. Every time I pass it, line out on the street 20 miles down. You right there. And Chick-fil-A is expensive for fast food. We can all agree with that. And you still spending $16 on your meal. You know you can eat at home. You know you can pack your lunch. So I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. It is $39 to change your life. Let's go. Now, while you guys are joining, I do see y'all joining. As soon as I get off of live, I hop right into the Skool and start talking to you guys. But as you guys are joining, waiting for my message, what I do want you guys to do is click on where it says the classroom tab right here. And then when you click on that, I want you to start working through the welcome and orientation vault, okay? I want you to start working through that vault. And as soon as I get off of live, I hop right in and start talking to you guys, okay? So just kind of hang tight. Don't disappear on me, okay? Now, as you guys are joining, for those of you guys who said you wanted me to mentor you and coach you, let's go, let's go. As you guys are joining, again, I want to address the lack of confidence thing that a lot of you guys are struggling with. I used to struggle with it too. For those of you guys who are struggling with having confidence in yourself, well, let's break it down. The reason why you're struggling with low self-esteem, low confidence, is because you never keep the promises that you make to yourself. You never keep the promises that you make to yourself. Every single time it's time for you to show up for yourself, you bail out. Every time. It never fails. You are always going off of the mood and not the plan. And over time, that chips away at your confidence. Let me give it to you in a new perspective. Let's say you met a man and he checks off all the boxes for you when it comes to his appearance. You're very attracted to him. So you guys exchange numbers and you start talking, okay? And he's telling you all the things he's gonna do, and he's gonna take you here, he's gonna do this, whoop-de-whoop. But the more you start talking to him, you realize he's not really keeping any of the promises that he made. He said he was gonna call me at this time, but he didn't. He said he was gonna do this, but he didn't. Well, over time, women's intuition is going to kick in, and you're gonna realize you can't really trust him. He never sticks to any of the promises that he makes to you. Well, what do you think happens to you when you don't keep the promises that you make to you? Over time, it starts to chip away at your confidence and your belief in self. See, you might hear yourself saying, oh, I'm going to start my business. But subconsciously, you know you're not. You might say, I'm going to post content today. But subconsciously, you know you're not. Because you never do. And so that chips away at your confidence to where you no longer have any. So how do we fix that? If you say you're going to do something, then you have to do it. I don't care how you feel. I don't care. Because the feelings of not feeling worthy is worse than the feeling of just locking in and doing it. If you tell yourself you're going to work on your digital product today, well, then that's what you need to do. If you tell yourself you're going to record a TikTok reel today, well, then that's what I expect you to do. You have no problem keeping promises that you make for other people, your friends, your family. But it's like when it comes to the promises you make for yourself, you don't. I need us to get into a mindset of we matter too. Somewhere along the line, you stopped believing you mattered. I don't know if that happened in childhood. That could have happened in a toxic relationship. Maybe it happened, with friends. Somewhere along the line, somebody convinced you that you didn't matter, and you believed it. How much longer you want to keep believing that? If you say you're going to do something, then you need to do it. And over time, the more you keep showing up for yourself, the more you keep reaching those milestones, the more you start to believe in yourself, and the more your confidence grows. And I promise you will get to a point where there's nothing that you don't think you can do. But confidence takes work. You have to earn it. It's not just given to you on a silver platter. You have to work for confidence. And then once you have confidence, you have to work to maintain it. Absolutely. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, we have 6 slots left, and then we're going to close it out. Good morning. You're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile and click on my link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. And you'll click on this red button right here that says open. And you'll click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. Okay? And then here we are. It's only $39 a month, and you can cancel at any time. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, you're going to leave the live and come to my YouTube channel. And you can click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And it will take you right to where you need to be. Okay? We have 2 minutes left, and then we're going to close it out. For those of you guys who were asking about coaching and mentorship, where we at? Now, something else too I noticed. I recognize usernames. If you've been coming to the live multiple times and still asking me what the ChatGPT prompts are, that lets me know a couple of things. 1, it lets me know you're not paying attention. You don't take it seriously. 2, why are you not on live? No, I'm being serious. If you only have, we're on live for about 2 hours, right? If you only have 2 hours a day to work on your business, respectfully, I would rather you spend those 2 hours working on your business. You've already heard my live. You already know the prompts. You already heard the sales tips. So at this point, you should be doing the things for your business. This lets me know that you struggle with execution. You're still not executing the things. You're still distracting. You should now be focused on your live, your content, your digital product. I've given you enough information to get started. So if you are still asking what this is or how to repeat that, and you've already been on the live, that lets me know that you are struggling with execution. You are struggling with locking in. You would still rather scroll TikTok or YouTube instead of create your business. And the worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. In your mind, you don't think there's a problem. And I'm telling you there's a problem. Creators who are actually making money are not on people's lives. No. Any person that you admire, that you would like to be like, well, just look at their habits. What do they do? How do they spend their day? What is their routine? Well, I tell you, they're not on social media all day. No. Mm-mm. They're not on people's lives either, because they're running and hosting their own. Mm-hmm. So for those of you guys who say you want to do this, you want to make money online, and you continuously come to these lives, I'm going to ask you, did you host your live today? Because if the answer is no, well then why not? You can't tell me you don't have time, because you have time to be online. But you already heard it. You've already heard it. So now it's time for you to run yours. Okay? Very good. All right, we're going to end it here. 12 minutes is plenty of time. People who joined, I'm hopping in there now. For those of you guys who didn't, keep doing what you're doing. But do not be confused when you're not getting the results that you wanted. It's because you refused to change who you are. Okay? I enjoyed you guys. TikTok, make sure y'all follow me if you haven't already. They do steal my videos and make fake accounts. YouTube, if you do want to follow me on TikTok, only follow the TikTok that's linked to my website. All others are fake, okay? Have an amazing Wednesday, and I will see those of you guys who joined, I'll see y'all in Glow Up Academy. For those of y'all who didn't, I'll see you when I see you. Bye, you guys. To join, yes. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com. Click on this red button right here that says open. And then click on this button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. It's only $39 a month, okay? And then YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in one last time, you're going to leave the live and come to my YouTube channel. Click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on this button right here that says Glow Up Academy. Okay? All right, very good. I enjoyed you guys. Have an amazing day.